can't be the only one with this kind of story. About 2 years ago, I was in a relationship with a man, and he was about 40. I was about, 25, 27, something like that. But he was willing to invest in me physically, financially, emotionally, religiously, like all aspects. He wanted to make me a better woman for him. Well, he boosted my self-esteem and my well-being so much that I thought that I could do better than him. And now fast forward, I am now post dealing with a narcissist. I now understand that not all men have your best intention at heart. Not all men will invest in you, and not all men will uplift you. So when you get the opportunity to date such a man, do not let it go.
What's good with y'all, man? So listen, man, y'all seen the clip, and it's an unfortunate situation because this actually happens a lot more commonly than especially a lot of women think. Men understand that nice guys finish last. At least, you know, if you've been exposed to any kind of red pill content, especially from the red pill pharmacist himself, you will understand that nice guys finish last. Nice guys get taken advantage of, but also good men get taken for granted. Good men get with women that are in their prime. And this is why, guys, we're going to get into why women want you when it's too late. It be too late. They be having these chances, these shots with actually good men that treat them right. You heard her what she said in the clip. A good man that was trying to lift her up spiritually, physically, all kinds of ways. He was doing it. He was an older guy too. And some of you guys, the dynamic of that is she was in her prime 25, right? And he was in his 40s or whatever she said, I think 40s or something. Men, understand that your value goes up the older you get, as long as you are still working on yourself and still progressing. As long as you have that mentality of, I want to be better today than I was yesterday. You maintain that. You maintain growth as a man as you get into your 30s, as you get into your 40s. Your value's only going up, because what these women seem to forget is, as they're in their prime and they want to do all these things, men are just leveling up, but they're still looking for women in their prime. So as women come out of their prime, if you ain't found this good man, right, if you haven't at least taken advantage of him and you stuck with the dude, a lot of times you're going to end up lonely, or you're going to end up settling for a guy that you don't even want. A lot of women be like, oh, it's plenty of men out here. It's plenty of beta males out here. It's plenty of men that you are not attracted to. It's the mindset of the prime woman. It's the mindset of the woman that's in her 20s and just looking for a fun time. Just looking to be like, see, and this is what happens with that mindset is, this is why they want you when it's too late. Because in their prime years, they are thinking, I can always find something better. I can find something better. You don't do this, I'm gonna find a guy that does this. But a lot of times they find a guy that does this and he don't do that. They find a guy that does that and he doesn't do this. You feel what I'm saying? So prime women have a delusional mindset that it's gonna last forever. And time is always ticking on their side. It's always ticking. You can't be aging like bread, like Wonder Bread, and thinking you aging like wine. It don't work like that. You feel me? And there ain't no shots, there ain't no shade or disrespect. It's just, if this girl would have realized what she had, a good man that was trying to lift her up, she said, spiritually, physically, etc., and literally bring her to a woman of what he wanted. He was willing to mold her into the woman he wanted. You mean to tell me this man had that patience with your ass and you still took him for granted? And now years later down the line, as you've been abused by, you know, wrong men or men who ain't shit, right? Dusties, as they call them. I don't know what the fuck. Then you think you reminisce on this guy and he's like, you know what? He was really there for me in all these different ways. A well-rounded man, right? What do I be saying? Women want everything. Be a well-rounded individual. Be a well-rounded man that presents all these different things to women, you know, that touches on every single thing. Okay, she finds this attractive, boom. She wants this in this moment, boom. You can cover all. You're the jack of all trades. You cover all the bases of what tweaks her, of what gets her hot in these moments, of how to seduce her in these moments, of how to turn her on in these moments. You feel me? She had that and she took it for granted. And a lot of times women don't understand that until they go through the trial and error. But as these women going through the trial and error, it's like you adding bodies, lowering your value. So that makes it a lot harder for you to even find that guy again, or this kind of guy. Not only is it a less than 10% man, but you already messed up with one. So what are your odds of finding another one? You feel me? He already bounced. And the mindset of a successful established man is, I'm gonna get another one of the same model. I guarantee you he's not thinking a few years later, oh man, she was a good one. Let me go get that. Let me go get her even though she's been used a little bit more. Let me get that used model again for the same price. More liability. Hell no. He ain't thinking that. He's going back to that same prime age and finding another one to pick out and mold. Because that's what established men do. That's what men who have the world at their fingertips, that's what they do. Okay? She wanted him when it was too late. She realized it because her maturity was not there. A lot of women's maturity is not there at the time when it should be. Because if it was, a lot of these women be trying to preserve themselves and save themselves for the right guy. A lot of times these women would be like, you know what? Let me chill out on this hot girl summer-ish and really try to get myself together. But that's not the case for modern women. Some modern women are actually waking up. Be real with you guys. Some are. But it's still far and few between because of that ego. That hot girl summer ego type shit. You feel me? It's keeping them from really wanting to be like that. But a lot of times they've already experienced this good man in their lives, right? So for you good men out there, I'm not telling you that that's not what you have to be. Nice guys do finish last, as long as you're not being walked all over. You know what I mean? Making a woman, you're bending on every knee and foot at whatever she says, whatever whim, whatever desire she has. You are here to serve. Hell no. Do not be one of, I do not advocate no bullshit like that. Fuck no. Hell no. Do not do that. But if you are a good man, like a righteous man, do not change a damn thing for these modern women out here that don't know that they shit don't stink. Don't do that. I'm not telling you to jeopardize your morality and nothing, or your character, nothing like that. Because these modern women, most of them gonna only continue to get worse. Some of them got streets tattooed on their damn shoulder and a tramp stamp and on their fucking thigh. And it ain't coming off. Ain't no tattoo removal for that. You need to know when to pick and choose, when to move on. They're gonna realize it. Women want a good man when it's too late. Women want men that turned into successes. Like maybe you might have been with a girl, right, at a period of time, and then later down the line, you notice how later down the line these chicks will check up on you or something. Hey, how you been? How you doing, stranger? Or whatever the hell. Hey, what's up? I see you're doing well. Yes, I am doing well without you. You feel me? So women are gonna do that when it's too late. They take for granted even guys with the actual potential when they're young. And a lot of times men don't reach their peak until late 20s, 30s. And it's like, hey, well, guys, if you have the potential, don't take it for granted yourselves. Because you will get to a place where you will be successful and you will have the pick of the litter when you want it. You just have to wait, bide your time, and actually grind. In the meantime, these women gonna hit you up from the past and be like, oh, what's up with you? Oh, what's up? What's up? You was that good man that they took for granted. And now all of a sudden they want you. But at that point in time, I'm hoping that you guys have leveled up and matured to a point where it's like, you know, as a past flame, I've already moved past it to the point where you either ignore or you leave her on red, right? A lot of guys getting left on red. This times when you leave them on red. Right? They don't get any of your attention. They don't get your time. And it's not like you coming from a place of being butthurt or, you know, feeling sorry for yourself or something, or holding on to a grudge. Nah, you just too valuable. You're too valuable. Your time is too valuable. Your focus is on that mission. I don't have time to spend on anything else. It's not worthy of me. You feel me? As long as you carry yourself like that, it's going to be a lot of women that's going to be regretting losing you. It's going to be a lot of women. The man who values himself as an official success object and takes himself seriously, there's going to be plenty of women knocking on his door, begging him for a chance. I shit you not. High value men are few and far between. Good men are taken for granted, but at the same time, who's really losing in the end? Don't change yourself for nobody.